welcome to this super simple guide to making your very own peg shelf, because let's be honest, they are incredibly expensive if you go for a big size. I saw some on Amazon that were about £45 for a really small one. So I have got the following items. I have the shelf from Wix, which is just under 1.2 long, so it's a long shelf, and these are new in Wix. I will link everything I use below. And this has got a really nice sort of edge detail on it, which I really liked. So that was £14. It came with all the brackets and all the fixings there. Then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to put it on the wall, then I'm going to add a piece of wood underneath so it looks like it's part of the shelf. And then I ordered these from Amazon, a whole bag full of these pegs that I can then attach and make it into a shelf, because I looked at some on Etsy and a few beautiful sellers that make them, but they were well over £100 for this size. So I'm going to make one for under 20 quid. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to put the shelf on the wall first. I will show you how I do it and see if I can make it look like it's a posh, expensive one. So let's get on with it. It's the following day and I am now putting my shelf up on here. This is the way I do it, because I will be painting the shelf pink, like a mark on the wall. So I'm now going to put that up. Then once I've got that up, I'm going to add all the little bits that I bought from Amazon, but I will get on with it and then show you all the lovely bits I bought to make this from super practical. Please excuse the washing machine. I have put my £14.99 B&Q shelf up. When I opened the packet, unfortunately it had split a little bit, so I've no more nails and I've just got that clamp gluing it back. But it's all attached onto the wall like this. And what I'm going to do now is, using some off-cut MDF and some trim that I had left from when I did my mini bookcase, I will link that in the description box below. I'm going to use this piece, nice big thick bit of MDF, and I'm going to attach it on here like this and leave it to glue. I'm actually going to no more nails it on. I'm going to put it slap bang. It's ever so slightly too short, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to put some trim around the edge. I'm using what I've got, so I'm going to glue that on there and leave it to go off for a bit, then I'll put my trim on. Dried and all glued, and what I'm doing now is I'm putting my dowels, wooden dollies, I'm not sure what you call these, and I'll link this pack I bought, good size, and then you just screw in these little bits. And all I'm doing is I've measured all the way along, equally spaced, equal height up. I've done it slightly lower so it's easy to hang things, and I'm literally screwing them in, and that is it. You literally screw them in like that, goes through this is glued on, and when I actually get in, so it's sort of, you know, half in, I put a blob of No More Nails just on one side, and as I turn it, it spreads it around, so I've got a bit of No More Nails as well. So I'm going to add all of those and then I'll show you. With that, they're pretty much level. The holes in the back of the dowels are not very central, so when you get a bag, I've got a few left, that is central, that one. Some of them are not, so they're sort of level, they're equally spaced, but I quite like that. I was going to carry them on actually, I do a little bit here, I'm not sure if I will now. I might just leave it like that, maybe add a few more, because I have got piece of MDF that I think is pretty much the same, yeah, which I can put there. I do think I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and measure and cut this, and then I'm going to add it. The sun's come out. Right, I've just cut some of this trim. Oh, it's really thin trim. I think it was about $2.99, not very much. So I've done some No More Nails across the top, And I'm now going to put them in to kind of seal it and make it look a little bit neater. Okay, put the beading all the way around here. And then on the bottom, I'm going to fill that gap. I've put another thick bead at the bottom to make it look like that. And now I'm going to, well, I don't know if I can repeat the same actually around the edge because I've only got one piece left. So I'm going to try and recreate that round there so it matches. But I might just try and get away with doing, I'm not sure, I'm going to have a bit of a play around. I don't want to buy another one, but I think I'm going to have to, which is a bit annoying because I haven't got enough to go around there. You can obviously trim it in anything you like. So I'm going to go and see what other bits of trim I can find and try and get it finished. And then I'll start on the filling. Good morning. It's the following morning and the doggies want their breakfast. But I just thought I'd quickly show you, I did a little bit more last night. I did decide to carry on with the trim and I'm going to pop over to B&Q and buy another bit that's £2 just to finish that bit because I think it did need the extra trim. Then once I get back, I'm going to slap some filler in, fill all the little gaps, fill all the little bits. Then I will prime it all. I've just started to play around with the things that I can hang on it. Really like this thingy, washing up thing, I suppose I bought. Got a few bits coming today to style it all, but whatever right now. That's what I'm going to do, give it a really good prime and then get the paint on. Okay, so I'm back from B&Q, got to my extra piece of trim. It's actually £3.27 or 47. So I've got plenty now, so I'm now going to get that on that corner. Bought some more filler and I'm going to get that filled, painted, I'm going to fill it, leave it to dry, sand it down and then get that painted and try and finish off. Okay, so I have got on the last bits of the trim. Now I am going to, I'm just letting that dry for sort of 10-15 minutes because I've just attached it with no more nails. I'm not sure, I know in America I'm not sure you have no more nails. It is this, so it's a Unibond really strong glue that goes in this machine. So I'm not sure what the equivalent is called in America, but this is what I love to use. Here it's just a super strong glue, so use the equivalent. So I'm going to go around and fill all the holes and then let that dry. I use a really quick filler, which is in the other room at the moment. So I'll fill all that, and then I'm going to use a primer. I like this one by Valspar. It's a primer underlay in white. Really good, so I'm going to use that, and I always use Harris brushes. So I'm going to get on with that. Okay, it's the next day. My filler and everything is nice and dry and I've just given it a bit of a sand down. So I'm now going to prime it, let that dry. It's a quick drying primer, which is great. Then I'm going to start getting the paint on and I will show you the finished result. Prime on that. So there we go, all primed and ready. It says it is touch dry in an hour and then it will be paintable in 3 hours. So I'm going to leave it for 3 hours and then I'm going to get the first coat on. Right, prime on, dry. Now I'm going to add some paint. First coat on, looking good. Definitely need another coat. Done all that, right. Leave that for an hour, dry super quick this stuff, and then second coat. And in the next one, I will show you the finished shelf. And it is finished. I am delighted. I've actually turned the big lights off because it makes the camera flick. But here we are. Very happy how my shelf turned out, I know. And I've kept it fairly neutral. Soft, light pink, almost, I can't really describe the colour, but it is calamine. And yeah, very pleased with it. I think this panelling is super effective, super easy to put on, just put a trim at the top. And I'm glad I left it sort of two-tone. Love my worktop. I love my shelf. Everything that I have used I'll link below. Super pleased with it. I hope you enjoyed that, and please do leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm about to do the kitchen, and thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.